Sup, witches. Morning, Celeste the Silver Cord here. Coming at you with some cards and coffee thoughts and whatever. What's on my mind today is this mask stuff, y'all. Now, I don't know if you've picked up on it yet, but apparently there's a whole big group of us. Where's my lighter? That doesn't wear masks, which is fine, right? But dude, there it is. I haven't gone anywhere. How did I lose it? So, there's a whole big group of us. Light up my mosquito chase away stuff here. But, yeah, so there's this chronic argument going around. I keep seeing it popping up. And it really is. It's between the mask wearers who are getting on everybody for not wearing a mask and the people who aren't wearing masks. Now, where am I on the mask fence? I have I have yet to wear a mask. I'm just waiting for this whole thing to be over. Now, some people have jumped the gun on this and already posted I survived Corona without the mask, but no, I haven't worn one yet. Keep one in the glove box in case I ever hit a store that says that you have to, but luckily, I don't know. I live in South Carolina. We're pretty chillax on that front. So, actually, the one time we did try to wear it, well, when it all first went down, my boyfriend tried to wear a mask in the store at the gas station. And as soon as he went to walk in the door at the gas station, there was this big old cop in there, and he turned around and yelled at him to take off his mask. And he was so livid about it, too. He was like, it's messed up because he's like, what's the point? He goes, I didn't wear the mask up to the store. I put it on before I went to go in the store where people were. And then I got yelled at. Why you get yelled at? Because of the security cameras. Well, that's my other conspiracy theory on it all. I don't know about y'all's states, but I noticed in mine, all of a sudden there's more cameras at Walmart. There's more cameras at, like, even in my small town, in, like, Walgreens and things like that. There's highway cameras everywhere. During the quarantine, they rolled out all kinds of road work, installed new cameras, camera lights, over the bridges and stuff. There's these new poles with the big camera, with the dome cameras on them. I haven't noticed any of the 5G towers, but I live in rural South Carolina, so, like, there's places you can't even get regular internet out here. You have to get satellite internet, so, Lord knows when that stuff will reach here, but I'm sure it will at some point. But my point with the mask thing is, and for real, y'all, stop judging people who aren't wearing masks. I love you guys so much. And I've seen some of the most enlightened, sweet people I know. And that's the trap that they manage to get themselves stuck in. I'm going to be playing around. I'm just learning this one, so I may use the book still if I hit a card that I don't know. But I'm playing around with Dark Mirror today just to see what other messages we can get out. But definitely I wanted to start off with a topic, and that was just what was on my mind is, what does that mean? You can't elevate the world, or you can't elevate humanity by calling everyone an asshole. Yeah, guys. These people are scared, and it's not bad enough, that we're all a bunch of rebellious buttheads anyway. We're all, what are you doing? I bet. Here it is. You've got two sides of the spectrum. You got the mask wearers and the floor arrow followers, right? And these people are just upstanding citizens. They don't like to rock the boat. They like things to be peaceful. They want to elevate the planet just as much as we do. They just, they think the way of doing that is by, following society's rules. And they like the rules, and they like following the rules. It makes life easier to follow the rules. So These are the people you see walking backwards down the aisle because they passed something they wanted. Or they'll pass something and go all the way around the aisle again to go get it. And then you've got the people who are on the opposite end of that spectrum, and they are actually going into the store and purposely going down the wrong aisles. I fall somewhere in the middle there. If I notice the arrows, I guess, I don't really put a conscious effort into any of it. I just go shopping like I usually do. If I have to just jet across the store, I might take half a second to look and see what aisle has the green light for me to go down it. But in general, no, I don't really stress it. But I know a lot of people are like, I go into the store and everybody's staring at me and judging me for not wearing a mask. And at the same time, these people are complaining about those who wear the mask. So are these people really concerned about you and judging you for wearing your mask? Or are you judging them for being sheeple, and that is causing a reflection of judgment? Just a thought to get you started this morning. What do we got? What does the universe want to talk about? Got. So this is 28. That's bigger than number 10. Perchance to dream. To sleep, perchance to dream. I get a strong sense that some people are sleeping a lot right now. The world is hard, and there's a lot going on, and there is, like I said, there's a lot of things. Down from the biggest things like, riots and stuff like that, all the way down to, just the economy and everything else. A lot of people are having a hard time right now, and that's not even including, those of us who are working in the 5D, and that can get really frustrating because you see things from a different perspective, and you're desperately trying to get other people to see this perspective so that they can elevate themselves as well, and so that everybody can be happy. And I see just a lot of stress, and I think a lot of people are sleeping too much, and you're using the excuses of the energies and the waves and the retrogrades and everything else to manifest a reason to sleep. I said this with somebody the other day. I'm like, oh, they're like, they got in an argument with you and now they're sleeping all day. I was like, no, they got in an argument with me so that they could sleep all day. Another person got a toothache, like they just got over something else not that long ago, and now they got a toothache, or their wrist hurts, or something else. And it's like, you just want to take a nap. Just own that you want to take a nap, and the universe will stop doing things to you so that you can take a nap. If you genuinely are tired, take a nap. You're allowed to take naps. Oh my God. I don't understand why people gave that shit up. Speaking of things that are changing, Gone with the Wind. One of my all-time favorite movies. I'm so sad that we cannot get over history without erasing it like that, especially any type of artistic expression. I agree with taking down the monuments and everything else like that represent people who fought for slavery or anything along those lines, but, or like doctors that used African Americans to study on to learn that. So I don't mind heinous people's statues being taken down. I don't say destroy them, though. I say put them in a museum where they belong. That's what Germany did with all the Nazi stuff. They didn't destroy that all. Why? Because an artist spent a very long time creating a very beautiful statue of a very ugly person. So don't punish the artist. And if we erase history to the point, to a certain point, then we'll forget it, and then we'll repeat it. I can promise you, I've been watching Gone with the Wind all my life. I have never assumed from that movie that slavery was fun for African Americans. understood the movie for what it was. It, you know, plus The Nanny was one of the first African Americans to ever win an award for cinema. So by erasing that, you just erased her too. So put things into perspective. I know I kind of derailed with the sleep for trance to dream thing, but I know the world's insane, but you're not going to be able to sleep through it. Step back and pay attention. There's lessons that need to be learned. If you want to take a nap, just take a nap. Don't stay up till you get grumpy or you manifest an ailment to take the nap. All right? Make everybody's life easier. Naked before the stars. This is really about burying your soul. This is about dropping, and this is about, like I said, and 9, which is a powerful number there too. This is about being your genuine self and being confident in yourself. All right? So it's, yeah. She's surrounded by constellations there. Naked before the stars. We all have things we have to do and places we have to go and certain times that we have to be a certain type of person. It's called being an adult. It's why we are allowed to drink. And I get it. Everybody has to put on the mask. Not physically, but everybody puts on a mask when they're out in public. You have to. It's called, everybody's playing a bit by society's rules. As rebellious as some people may think, some people are still, everybody has a persona that they have out in public, and then under the stars, you are your genuine self. So this is naked before the stars. This is making sure that when you enter your circles and when you enter your meditations, that you are not entering them from that persona state, that you are genuinely bearing your soul to yourself when you do your meditations and whatnot. And this is artificial heart. And this is another big one that's been happening for a lot of people lately too, and that is just a lot of people are still saying I love you out of habit. A lot of people are still claiming to like and love things that they have outgrown. And they are not being honest with themselves, and they're not being honest with those around them. And that is what the artificial heart, which also, if you notice, is a 3. So this also represents those who are stuck in 3-party situations. If you're in love with 2 people, choose the second person. Because if you were really in love with the first person, you wouldn't have fallen in love with the second person. And faking it with the first person is not going to do you any favors. Now, if you're in a polyamorous relationship, the message for that would be, make sure that you're being your genuine self and you're not competing with your agreed upon other partners. That's for a very select few people, but you know what I'm talking about. Don't be faking it. Even if you're in a multiple relationship, don't fake it. You shouldn't have to fake it in relationships. I mean, what's that lady, Sunny on The View? Says her husband's never seen her without makeup. Never seen her without makeup. The woman takes a shower and then puts on a little, very light makeup to go to sleep in. Oh, no. I mean, I don't care how nice that woman's life is. Never. Your face hasn't been exposed to natural sunlight since you got married? What? And that's naked before the stars too. So, sleep pretends for dream. You're hiding yourself in dreams right now. And you're probably sleeping too much because you don't want to deal with the other drama in the waking world. Naked before the stars. There are people and places that you should be allowed to be able to be open and be your full self. All right? Artificial heart. Any place where you have to be artificial or where you notice someone is being artificial with you, recognize there's a problem there for sure. Let's see what advice the regular tarot can have for us. My sun and moon in a 10. Eight of Cups. You're going to have to know when it's time to walk away. And now, I know that I seem like I am like, I don't know, I feel like lately in a lot of the cards that I'm reading, I'm like becoming the breakup queen. That is not what I'm trying to do. All right? Certain people come to me for readings and messages. People who are coming for reading and messages usually are having a lot of turmoil in their lives. When you start getting readings, it starts pointing out these turmoils, bringing them to the forefront. And yeah, sometimes that ends up leading to a breakup. But now we are back with, all right. So 8 of Cups, it's time to walk away. The Fool, upright today. The objective is to follow the butterfly. Do not be pushed by the cats. Do not be eaten by the reptiles. All right? Make sure that whatever transformation you're doing is for you and you're not following somebody else's path or being pushed down somebody else's path. Because your path is supposed to be an individual thing too. Also, I'd like to point out in this card that in his little backpack there, you can see he has the health staff, that medical staff. This is time for everybody to start paying attention to your health. I was saying this all last year. Granted, I didn't know this is what it was, but literally part of my psychosis that landed me in a psych ward last year is nobody would quit smoking. And I just kept crying that everybody was just killing themselves and everybody was going to die and da-da-da-da-da. This was back in October of 2019. And I was just spazzing out about everybody dying and how important it was that everybody needed to get healthy. And I was like spazzing out and taking all kinds of supplements and stuff. I actually did quit smoking for a while, you know. And I didn't know why, like when I tell people I feel energies, but that's why, you know. So I'm telling you guys now, if the first half of this year has not inspired you to try to get a little healthier, take this message. It's time to start transforming. It's time to focus on you. And when it comes to that, you got to focus on your health and not let other people teeter you off that. This is cool. All right, so this is the Princess of Pentacles. I love how she's a little shield maiden holding the shield there. And we got the flowers. There's a balance between being open to receive and then putting steps forward in the earth plane in order to make things happen for you. All right? Earth energy is all about this. Your body, your vessel. This is your magic wand given to you by the universe. It's made out of the same thing as any wand, stick, or crystal. We're all made out of stardust, right? So you have to use this thing and this thing that you were also given and trapped into to make moves within this dimension if you want to elevate your circumstances. So this is about getting healthy and focusing really on you and your income and your Yeah, your surroundings and putting some energy into that. Even if it's just as something as cleaning your room. You know, I heard somebody say once, and I thought it was really profound for me. I'm not sure if I heard it from a reader or from off like hoarders, but it said that the clutter in the corners of your rooms and on your shelves and stuff like that are all representations of areas of your mind that are cluttered and holding emotional drama or trauma. Could be both, trauma and trauma. So it's time to go around and start, don't just sage out your house. Actually go through your knickknacks and stuff, actually reorganize, actually dust, and then sage your house, just to get you started moving in the right direction within this plane. Your surroundings, especially your home, should be your sanctuary. So there's a difference between organized chaos and just a big old fucking mess, guys. Trust me, I know. I'm a triple fire sign, ADHD, dyslexic Aries, so... Alright, so the only magic card that came out for us this morning, and it's perfect because we're just at 20 minutes now. The Trinca 5? I could be saying it wrong. That's what I get for reading. Sorry with the 555 in it. This symbol is for manifesting money and income. So, time to start thinking outside the box. If you're going to focus on anything, focus on how you maybe could manifest some more money and income into your lives. Like I said, we moved from the relationship thing to what you need to let go of there. You should have areas where you should be able to bare your soul with, especially with your partners, especially when you're meditating. Don't be afraid to bare your own soul and listen to your own soul. Time to start taking some leaps and focusing on your health and your own income and finding ways to Princess Pentacle this and bring in some more income for yourself. And yeah, bring it in, but don't spend it willy-nilly. All right, if you're gonna spend it on something worthwhile. Use it on a hobby. Use it on things that'll also elevate you. All right, guys, that's my morning message. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe, spank that bell for me. I appreciate it so much. Comments, always love them. I love hearing from you guys. Email me, links below. And if you would like to join us for magic and cards, join us over at the Coven, the Silver Cord, link also below. And yeah, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.